and welcome to episode 48 of the Reseller Stew. It's me and Tonya today. Holly's off doing something with her kiddo, and Robin was in here, and then it kicked her out. I don't know. We've been having problems with Hangouts. I had a problem with Hangout yesterday. But so hopefully she'll get back in. And oh my God, pro fail. Sorry, I'm a beginner at this. I've never done this before. So excuse me for not muting my YouTubes. But anyway, gosh, everybody's been so busy over the weekend. Have you seen people's like shipping pictures?
Yes, it's crazy.
I saw Jeff's. I think he was like shipping like for a lifetime. Like he sent this huge box, and Ronnie had a huge box. I've got a big box I'll have pictures of later. I didn't finish. I'm only halfway done.
Nice.
So it was a big holiday weekend. I think this weekend was better in sales than like the last holiday weekend that we were, everybody was talking about sales.
On eBay or Amazon?
Both. I was 50-50. I had 20 to ship out for eBay and 20 to ship out for Amazon.
Wow, my sales on eBay have slowed down. It's probably because I'm not listing as much. Are you listing?
No, and my sales are dead. Like yesterday, I didn't have any.
Are you running sales?
No, I haven't had time. I was gonna run a sale on everything that I have. I was gonna do another 40% off sale. I haven't relisted the stuff that ended on auction. I had auctions that ended on Saturday.
Yeah.
And because I was just trying to clear out inventory, so I put like 150 things on auction. I felt so dirty. I paid insertion fees. I was like, ooh, they're taking my $8. Ew. But it worked out because I sold what was it? I guess it totaled up over $200, like with shipping and everything. So
that's great.
I guess they can take my $8. I don't like paying insertion fees because I pay for a premium store.
Yeah. Definitely.
But the auctions, they only let you do like certain categories that you get for free.
Yeah.
Dang Phoebe. But yeah, I've just been busy. I've been doing a lot. I'm sorry guys for not doing any sales update videos. I've been doing a lot of retail arbitrage, and I don't typically share retail arbitrage. Nobody does. Nobody does. Like they're not like, hey, everybody go over here and buy 400 of these. Yeah, it's so secrety, but it's really crappy for like sharing because you don't get to. I don't get to do they paid what. I'm like they paid things, but I can't tell you what for. So, did you go shopping? Have you been shopping?
Yeah, I picked up a couple things. You want me to show you?
Yeah, I went shopping too. I've got some thrift store finds. So.
Okay. So remember I told you about the Bogner ski suit I got? That was on Tuesday. Well, then Friday I went back to drop some consignment, and I found another one. But this
Ronnie
one
just sold a Bogner. Ronnie
no, he did?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go check it out. What did he sell it for?
Like $150.
Oh yeah, I'm so on it. So this one's just a jacket, and it's kind of like Asian inspired, maybe like a theme.
Oh, it's all decorative. Hang on, let me share you.
Can you see
that's like a nice one, like the ones we were looking at last week when we were looking them up, like with the nice print.
Look at the little zippers. All the zippers have that little bee on there.
Fancy.
I'm gonna list it for high. If I don't get any bites within a month, then I'll add a best offer on there. But I'm gonna try.
What is ski season?
Probably now.
Weird.
Now through April, I would guess.
Now through April. Lindsay in the chat says that Ronnie's took him like 26 months to sell.
Oh gosh.
But I don't think his was a suit. Yours is a jacket, right?
Well, the one I just showed you is a jacket, but the one I showed last week was a yellow and black ski suit, like a women's vintage. No, it's not yellow and black. That's something else. Wait. Oh, I got a yellow and black Nils one. Have you ever heard of Nils? N-I-L-S? So I picked that one up, but the one that I showed y'all last week was green and black, kind of like Either it was from the 80s or the early 90s. So I'm definitely going to use the word vintage in the title. But
I'm gonna, you said NILS?
Yeah.
Nils.
But one similar to that green and black one sold for about $179, I think.
Robin made it.
Hey, Robin.
Hey.
Yeah, I was looking up the Nils stuff. They're just kind of plain.
Well, not this one I have. Should I go get it?
No, it's okay. I mean,
yeah, it's yellow and black.
To...
I'll be listing it this week.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comps and like the ones that are listed, they're just plain. They're like black or red or green, or there's not a lot of, there's only a couple that are like coloredy.
Mine looks like a bumblebee. It's all yellow and black and
cool. Coloredy is an official word. You should put that as your keyword.
Coloredy? Let me write that down.
That's an alternative to multicolored, but shorter. Coloredy.
Coloredy.
That's funny.
How about you, Robin? How you been?
Girl. I'm fine. I'm hanging in there. Sales are super slow, obviously. I mean, it's before income tax season, but after Christmas and
yeah, it's just that lull that everybody has.
Yeah, so that's kind of freaking me out a little bit, but timing has been on my side in regards to some different financial things. So I'm still hanging in there.
Why do I keep mentioning Ronnie today? His ears are going to catch on fire. I don't know, like, if I've been paying extra attention to Ronnie or something, but somebody had asked, if sales were slow. That's kind of been the trend that I've been seeing in a lot of the groups. Mm-hmm. And he was saying that his sales for last January were $4,500. Mm-hmm. And his highest month was $13,000. So you can see that's like a huge difference. Yeah. I didn't look mine up, so I'm just going off of people's information.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say, like, because when people are like, oh, is it slow? And I look back at my sales, but since I don't sell anything consistent, like, oh, I'm just selling clothes or, oh, I'm just selling shoes, then it doesn't really, my numbers don't count because it's like, well, I could have been selling anything at that particular time.
Yeah. So, I know, I just keep giving.
I see your TJ bags. I said,
oh, yeah.
Did you start doing RA there, like you said you were gonna, or no?
I have done a little bit of RA. I've been going by Marshalls, and I think I did a little bit of RA Ross at one time. That TJ Maxx bag came from some Christmas stuff that family members sent us for the kids. So I just used those bags to take stuff to the post office. So those are some boxes. Plus I have 2 other big bags of boxes that I got to drop off at the post office today. So I'm going to look like some kind of crazy lady with 4 huge bags.
I'm going to use your model, and I'm going to start like setting up a backdrop, and I'm going to go to all the fancy stores and have like a Louis Vuitton bag, like Vineyard Vines and Lululemon. It's all going to be sitting back here on the back. It's going to be bags sitting back there, and people are going to be like, what's that? And I'm going to be like, I can't tell you. But it's all just bags.
Yeah.
With tissue paper inside.
That's just shipping that's going out today.
Jenny Benny says it's yellow tag time at the TJ Maxx, and I know April's been talking about that too, waiting on the yellow tag.
Yeah.
It's at Marshalls too, yellow tag.
Waiting on the yellow. They're all owned by the same company, right? Because it's TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
Yeah,
they're all the same company, parent company.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I have a TJ Maxx card, but they're good everywhere, I think.
So do I.
I've never used it. I went to TJ Maxx once.
Really?
I don't have one of their cards, but yeah, they are about the same company.
If you have a little girl, TJ Maxx has like Justice clothes. Like they get the Justice.
Oh my
stuff.
gosh, Allie loves
like
Justice.
$3.
Yeah, Madeline too.
Yeah, Marie likes Justice as well. The store itself is pretty good when you go on clearance and they've got sales and they've got all. But I mean, if you can just go and it's $3 or $4, it's not bad.
Yeah.
At TJ Maxx. So What else did you pick up? Did you pick up anything else, Tonya?
Oh, I was going to show you guys this jacket. So I saw the lady bring this out, and I thought, somebody's going to want this. It's got like
hot air balloons.
Yes, all over it. And this is the brand. Let's see. Can you read it? Anaj, yeah. And I'm going to list it for $39.99. I looked up the completed solds, and I think I could get that much for it. Somebody's going to want that.
It's
and I paid, what did I pay for that? I think I paid up a little bit. I think I paid $6 for it.
That's awesome. I remember when I first started out, and I was going to be the clothing queen that lasted like so little amount of time. But I specifically remembered I used to look for really embellished sweaters. And so any of the like Quaker Factory or Quacker Factory.
Yeah.
Or what was the other one? Oh, I can't remember. But I remember I bought like 2, and they were just super like with these different things on them. And I don't do like how people do and they put ugly sweater, because I think that's, I think we've talked about that before. I think it's like people actually like those sweaters, like they want to wear those sweaters. And when you're calling them like ugly sweaters, like it's just like, But let's see.
I only put ugly sweaters on it if it's during Christmas time and it's one of those that you want to wear to win the ugly Christmas sweater contest.
Yeah, my friend was wearing a festive, they're festive, like sweater for Christmas. And she just liked it, and it had like all the normal, but it wasn't like crazy, it didn't have like tinsel on it and stuff, and she just liked it, being festive. Also, teachers, like that's a good keyword, like teacher, because I had found a Halloween vest and it had like black cat and like a haunted house on it, and
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Teacher
It's like, yeah, it's perfect for a teacher. Sorry, I was trying to put in the chat. We're going to be Q&A style today, so if you have a question, just put question in big capital letters and put whatever your question is. Last week I was doing those Bolo browsing for Bolos videos. So I went out after I did the CD storage case one to see if I could find any. And I actually did, and I found 3 of the plastic wall hanging ones, and they were like super cheap, like way cheap. And then I found this weird thing that I haven't looked up. I took it out of my car, but it's a Cutco. It's $1.99, but it's a Cutco. I guess it's a storage.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny that you're showing this. I picked up 2 of those yesterday, but mine are like all wood and they're a lot skinnier, and they're that brand that start with a W.
Yeah, mine's plastic.
What is that?
I think they lay in the drawer and you put your knives in there.
Yeah, I think it's a knife like storage.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat will tell us, because our chat is so smart. I love them. Matt says that it's a drawer organizer for Cutco.
Yep.
Thrift and Seek Vintage says I went looking for a Cutco. I wonder how many people like actually were like, let me go find some. I just wanted to see, and I had found those 3 media cases and this Cutco thing within 10 minutes of the time I was in the store. And then I spent an additional hour and 45 minutes like looking at other stuff. But I bought that in let's see. I don't even know what I bought. Nothing fantastic in there. I stopped by the Goodwill on the way. What is this? On the way back, and I found my favorites. Found some of these
Curlers.
Remington tight curls, and they were $5.99. So I just threw them in the. I was only in there for like 15 minutes. I bought those, and and I bought this. If you saw my Instagrams, it's my Yabba Gabba stereo. And the comps on this guy are like 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks, depending on. Some people had them really high priced, like 120 something. But yeah, it's a Yo Gabba Gabba's little stereo thing.
Cool.
They're such cute little animals. Little plush of them.
And they have like, they have songs that are, relevant. Like,
Hey,
don't
bite your
friends. Don't bite your friends.
I hate Yo Gabba.
There's a party in my tummy.
No. No. She can watch that at school.
And then I picked up, like, week before last, when I was buying all that plush, these really expensive Starbucks mugs. They were $4.99 a piece, but I'd never seen any like these, so I picked it up. But it's proudly we serve those who serve. And it's
I saw those in Starbucks, brand new in the box while I was at Starbucks the other day. And I was like, these are so cool.
Yeah, these are from 2013, so I didn't know they still had them.
I've never seen anything like it.
I haven't either, so I paid up for them. I paid the dang $4.99 a piece.
I live right next to an Air Force base, so
I that might have to do with it.
While they were there.
Yeah.
What are they going for, Deb?
I don't know. I only found one, and it was like international, and it was like $43 or something.
Listed high.
Maybe I should go get them.
I think you should. That's an opportunity that that is like the epitome of what retail arbitrage is. It's buying things that people don't have access to and selling it to them. And you're in a location near a military base. I'm sure that there's people that want to buy those as gifts for their family. You know.
I should look into it. See, I don't really know, retail arbitrage is way super alien to me. And I picked up just a few things at Marshall's because I know it doesn't sell, I can return. That's awful, I know, but I'm so strapped right now, money-wise, that every dollar counts for me.
It can be so hard doing retail arbitrage because you tie up so much money. I've been doing a lot of RA recently, and I have probably $4,000 tied up, just kind of cycling around. And I think I broke even over the weekend. Good. So I think everything else that I have left, which is a lot, is
deal.
Where I profit at. Yeah, I think I broke even over the weekend. I have to put my numbers.
Speaking of numbers, I have actually done my numbers in my planner the last couple of weeks. And I was supposed to make those videos, but I've been sick. And quite frankly, time is of the essence for me with things being so slow right now. I'm constantly doing stuff on Poshmark, doing my networking and sourcing and, all this stuff. And I just get tired and I don't want to be on camera.
So, in Tonya's group, somebody mentioned a site called Vinted, Vinted. Have you ever heard of that?
I've never heard of it.
I think I've heard of it, but I can't remember what it is.
I looked it up a little bit. It's like a clothing sell site, but there's no seller fees. The buyers pay a premium to buy from you.
Huh.
And then they do a combined shipping kind of discount, and the shipping is a set thing like Poshmark and that kind of stuff. I'd never heard of it, but anytime I hear of a platform, even if I don't specialize in that area, I try to look at it because you never know.
I think I peeked in on it. I'm trying not to do too many platforms because I'm already with Poshmark and stuff. I'm really trying to get Poshmark. I'm doing really good on Poshmark too.
That's good.
So I'm just I don't know. I don't want to do too much right now. I'm just trying to breathe life into what I have.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's hard when you have to be really careful whenever you're in a situation like yours where every dollar you have counts, and I know all of us, every dollar counts, but when you're on a strict budget and your time is your money and your everything is your money, you have to, I lost my train of thought. You have to be like really careful about where you spread out your focus.
Yeah.
You know, and getting into new ventures and trying out new things can be like risky for you, even when it's not risky per se, because it's like I could have spent my time doing my stuff I already know how to do. You know?
I think once I feel like I have a little bit of wiggle room, which I just don't right now, I feel like I'm being freaking choked. But when I get a little bit of wiggle room, I might dip my toe into another, like something like Vented or something like that. But right now, it's just keep trucking along and doing what I know is working for me, and reminding myself it's January. It's okay. And even though I went through everything I went through last year, I still increased my sales from the year before. So just keep on the path and it'll be okay.
Yeah. Is anybody still selling on Mercari? I haven't heard a single solitary thing about Mercari since they added their fee structure.
I don't know.
Like, you noticed that, right? Like, it just went like, and like nobody, nothing. Nobody's like said. Somebody brought it up over the weekend, and I was just like, are people still selling there? And they didn't answer me, so I don't know.
Yeah. I think, oh my gosh, what is her name? Short blonde hair lady. Nicole gave her a shout out. I listen to her when I'm posting. I think last time I heard anything about Mercari was whenever she was talking about it on one of her videos recently. So I can't remember what her name is.
I don't watch nearly enough YouTube.
Dongle something. I don't remember. But anyway, I think she still does a few things on Poshmark. I mean, on Mercari.
So we had a couple questions. The A Purple Lily wanted to know, how do you store and catalog your jewelry to sell? And that would be a Tonya's question, because I ain't got no jewelry to sell.
Yeah, well, after I list it, I'll put it like in these little baggies like this. And then I have little bitty mini storage bins, and like I have, you know, it's marked earrings, bracelets, necklaces, brooches, stuff like that. And then I'll just put them all in there. That way, if I sell a pair of earrings, I know exactly where to go and look to find them.
Cool. In the earring box.
Yeah, and the jewelry stays at home with me. That does not go to the storage unit.
Yeah, Michael's is doing half off of all of their storage right now. So if you need,
that's good to know,
plasticky bins, all of their storage stuff is half price.
Cool.
And then Jenny wanted to know, what sells best for you in the month of January?
This is my first month doing clothes in January. So
typically you hear people say like exercise stuff, exercise clothes, workout videos, anything that's self-help, things for organizing. Watch the trends of the stores. What do the stores do? What's up at the front of the store when you walk in?
That makes sense. And just think about like resolutions and stuff. Like even this time of year, I would think that things like Bibles and Bible workbooks and, you know, things spiritual like that, I think that those would do well, along with the exercise clothing and stuff, which is what I actually picked up recently for my retail arbitrage, was some workout gear from Marshalls. So
yeah, anything that's self-help or organizing, or, you know, just anything that's going to help that person get their life together, because everybody gets on that trend. And then you can kind of sell some more of it in February and March whenever they failed and try again.
Yeah. That is so true, though. How many people do that? I know. I buy
too. Like, that didn't work. I'll try something else. My Google Home was in there talking to itself. I don't know what it was doing. I have a Google Home speaker, and it was just like in there, like blah 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 blah. I don't know what it was saying. It's kind of creepy.
Right.
They were saying on NPR yesterday, they were saying that there's have to be aware because there's radio stations or like broadcast signals that are sending messages to the speakers, like Alexa.
Oh, yeah.
And telling it to do things. And, you know, Alexa and Google Home can control, like, your lights and your air conditioning and your door locks and your this and your that. You know, people have their houses all Bluetoothed up. I don't. Mine just sits there. I didn't even know it was plugged in. That's even more creepy. I thought I unplugged it. Anyway, yeah, so they're, like, they're going to have to start putting, like, a voice recognition software into them because anybody can tell them what to do. And they were saying to watch out because, like, they're worried that people are going to yell, like, Alexa, open the door, like, through your door. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were going to have to start putting, like, you know.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
Yeah.
Do any of you focus on Valentine's Day for sales?
I tried to
I
put a
did
bundle.
too.
I tried to put
That's a good question, Jenny. Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to put a bundle together and I didn't sell one.
A bundle on Amazon? I've been looking at bundles.
I couldn't bundle it on Amazon because it included a Starbucks gift card.
So you were trying to create your own bundle?
I was making a bundle and it was basically they could buy it and it looked like they went to 4 different stores and it was all ready to go. It was like a glass and an animal and something else.
Candy?
And like tinsel decoration and a Starbucks heart tag card and a card and a box of C's candies.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And it was a nice bag. Like it looked like if the guy bought it and gave it to them, it would look like they had went to 3 different locations to buy things. And all they would have needed was a bottle of wine and sign the card.
Yeah.
That was it. And I didn't sell any of them.
Oh.
So I ended up giving one as a gift to like my daughter's teacher, and then I have like 11 Valentine's glasses out in the car, out in the shed. These little stuffed animal ladybugs, heart bugs and stuff. So maybe we'll use them this year and give them, I don't know. It was a fail.
Yeah.
It was a fail. And I was really excited about it too, and it was a total fail.
Only thing
I've had some fails, yeah.
I tried.
I went to the clearance section at Walmart when all the Christmas stuff went on sale to see if I could find anything to bundle together that was just like a solid red or like white and sparkly or something like that. But I really didn't come up with anything. So I'm just like, whatever.
They're asking about the Michaels grab bags in the chat, and we actually picked up a grab bag yesterday. It was like all kinds of random things in there. It was $3, and it was like bows and like not Christmas bows, but bows, like gift bows, and like different kind of just all kinds of different stuff. Like lots of invitations, and it was worth it for $3 just to see what you got. Yeah. You know, but I had seen on Facebook somebody had in their town they had grab boxes, and the boxes were like $3, and the whole boxes.
I saw that. That was crazy.
We have some more questions. We have lots of questions. People are very active today. Thanks, guys.
Right.
How is your planner doing? It's doing. It's here somewhere. No, it's right. What else we got, Tonya?
Dawn asked for Robin, has Poshmark been slow for you?
Everything's been slow. But, yeah. I mean, you just have to keep reminding yourself the J months suck sale-wise. So, you know, January, June, July, you're going to have something to help with, you know, getting along financially wise if you're doing stuff like I am. It's, so I'm planning on when people start spending all of their income tax money to make a little pot of savings set aside to get me through the slow months that are going to be coming up in the summertime.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
A lot of people go on vacation during the summer. Like, that's when they just kind of like, I'm not going to work right now, and I'm just going to.
Oh, I'm going to be working, but it's going to be slow. So
yeah. Well, you get it ready for August, basically. Yeah. When you're selling clothes, it's great.
Yeah.
What else we got?
We got another one from Let's Be Happy Thrifter. Says, can you give me a quick definition of arbitrage sales?
Retail arbitrage is when you go to a store, like a box store or any like retail location, and you're buying things either because you can get them cheaper than they're selling online, or because you have them in your area and they're not available to everyone. So it's kind of like a regional thing, or it might be something that was discontinued, but you have them. It's basically taking something from one location and selling it on another that's not like thrifting or garage selling. That's the way I see it. That's my definition of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like going to Walmart, buying something retail and selling it on eBay, Amazon, or wherever you want to sell it, for more money.
Yeah. Something I'm dipping my toe into, but haven't gotten real serious with it. It makes me nervous. It usually costs a little bit of extra money to do retail arbitrage than it does, thrifting and outlet and stuff like that. Usually.
The benefits of it, though, are that you get multiple of the same thing.
Yeah.
So
you spend less time.
Yeah. So instead of just having one that you picked up at the thrift store, you have 12 or 20. Or if you do find out that it's successful and you get in early enough, then you can go back and get more, and you can, buy 20 or 30 of them, and you're just benefiting off of that one bit of knowledge instead of 30 different separate items. So that's why some people, they'll accept lower margins. I still look for 50% profit on my stuff, regardless. I don't, because I don't see the point in doing something for $2.
Right.
And I know people say, oh, it's quantity. You sell 1,000 of them, it's quantity. But no, I don't want to. I don't work that way. It's a great business for other people. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
I want at least a certain number, to really just make it worthwhile. But it can be really beneficial to people that live in areas that don't have good garage sales, or they don't have good thrift stores, or consignment, or any way of they're really just not a quality producing used item area.
Yeah, and you can do it online too.
You can do it online too. And that's another thing. So that's why I always said that, you have to constantly be adapting, because I've always said that if I ended up like ever moving out to like where my dad lives, where it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, it's, 75 miles from anything worth going to, that I could still run a business. I could still do a resale business. It would be a different business, but I could still do it.
Dina Cox is asking, what are some examples of your successful RA? Dina, we can't tell you that.
Nobody will talk about their RA. I can say one thing I had a lot of success with when I went on, when I was like, you know what, I'm really going to put some effort into this Amazon FBA business. And this was last year, I think. Could have been year before last. My brain doesn't remember anything. I would go around to Lowe's and Home Depot and look at their clearance. You can walk up and down their aisles, so you'll get your Fitbit going good. Because they don't have like a clearance section. I mean, they do, but it's really crappy. It's a fake clearance. They have their stuff on the shelves, and you look for the yellow tags or the orange or whatever color they are at that particular store, and you can walk up and down the aisles, and you'll find things that used to be $39 and now it's $4, and they just want to get rid of it. and you can do that. So I invested $800 in buying things, retail arbitrage, going, you know, to stores that I didn't want to go to Walmart and Target and Toys R Us like everybody else. So I was going to Lowe's and Home Depot, you know, and looking there while my husband was there buying stuff for his business. And I spent $800. I sold $7,000 worth of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I did. I was really happy.
I would have been too.
I was like, yeah, it was a success. I hate it. You know, I was like, I hate doing it. I don't want to do it anymore. I was like, I was successful. Now I quit.
Yeah. That's what I did with Poshmark. I have no idea why I quit Poshmark. I keep like, why the heck? But
Sometimes
I just didn't feel like it. Yeah, I just didn't feel like it.
Sometimes you just don't want to. And that's the glory part about this business is that if you have the ability to do so, you don't have to do things you don't want to. That used to be my wake-up alarm for a long time.
Yeah, it's telling me it's time to go, you guys.
Do you have any last things you want to talk about before you head out on us, girl?
I sold myself I can't even say it. The Ferragamo shoes that I was talking about, I found at the bins on one of Nicole's videos whenever we were in the live chat. I sold them for $65. Yay! Within like a day of finding them. So
that's awesome. What'd you say you paid for them? I didn't hear what you said you paid for them.
I got them at the bins. So
so like $1.25?
Yeah,
something like
that.
That's a good turnaround.
Yeah, that was my favorite sale of the week. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good sale.
Well,
I also
Brian wants to know where you store your Ouija boards before you go. Where do you store your Ouija boards?
Under the bed. You know. All right.
Bye, Robin.
Bye.
If y'all don't know, Robin had a Ouija board for sale one time, and her ex-husband wouldn't let her have it in the house. And so she hid it. And of all places for her to hide it, she hid it under the bed.
No. Oh my gosh.
No. God, we have a lot of questions. Let's see.
Lindsay Larson has a couple.
Okay, what's she got?
She asked, do you constantly have to go to the stores to find RA?
It depends on what kind of business you want to run. You know, like if you can, yes, there are some people that are constantly hustle, hustle, hustle. I'm up at the store when it opens and it's 24 hours. So I'm there at 3 a.m. too, you know. There are some people like that. I don't run a business like that because I don't run that way. And so, like the other day I was running around, quote unquote, finding some things that had went on sale that I was already selling. And there's 7 stores I can go to, but I ended up going to only 3. Even though I knew I could go to the other stores and I could buy more things, and I had the money to buy more things. I'm not that person that wants to run around to 7 stores and fill up my car and then come back. I just do it when I wanna and how I wanna. I'm very much how I want to do business. How do you do yours? How do you, if you know that there's something?
It's usually just whenever I'm out and about, wherever I'm at, then I'll look. If I'm at, you know, the grocery store, sometimes I'll go check out their clearance. I found some good stuff, some toys on clearance last year that I was able to send into FBA. So you just never know wherever you're at.
Yeah, some of the most successful things that I have found, I found just because I was there at the store, and I always keep my eyes open. You know, I always, if I'm at the grocery store, I go and walk back and check to see, oh, what's on the clearance, you know, and see what's there. It's always, yeah, Kathleen Hopper said accidental arbitrage. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I say I don't do it on purpose. I have been doing it on purpose recently just because I've been trying to work smarter because, and I'll have an eBays and bacon on this coming up this week because it's been something just in my head. And then I'm trying to work smarter. I don't want to be the best lister on eBay. I don't want to be pumping out 75 listings a day. I that's not my business. You know, I just want to live a better quality of life. So I've been trying to finagle ways of, okay, how can I invest the least amount of time and still make the amount of money I need to pay my bills?
Right.
And have money to go do things with. And save.
Yeah. What's that?
It's a I can't even say it. Savings account. They say at the store or at the bank they have. You're supposed to be able to put money in there. I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. But yeah, I was talking to my daughter about that, and I was like, you know, because we had a no spend week where we didn't spend anything on personal items. You know, we did buy groceries at the grocery store, but I had a very strict list of what I was buying, and I only bought those things. And I told her, I said, all the money that we spend if we go out to eat, even if we only go twice a month, I was like, we could take a day trip. She keeps wanting to go to the Alamo. And I was like, we could take a day trip to San Antonio, pay for a hotel overnight, and go to the Alamo and walk around the Riverwalk and get some tacos at a taco truck and spend the same amount of money as going out to eat twice a month.
Yeah.
You know? And she's like, I'd rather go on the day trip. You know? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it adds up fast.
You know, so it's kind of easy to remind her, because we were at the store yesterday and I was buying some things to sell, and she was like, oh, look at this, look at this. And I was like, well, I was like, so do you want that, or do you want to, save towards going somewhere? Because she really wants to go to the beach. She's never been to the beach.
Yeah.
You know, and she goes, oh, I'd rather go somewhere, so I think it's those opportunities that you can get instant reward. It can be really hard for people to save because they're like, it's so far away. But if you take the money that you would have spent, because you would have spent it, buying that $15 item, and if you take it instantly and you kind of put it then, it's almost like a reward right away of seeing, oh, it's adding up. It's adding up.
Right.
Instead of it just being, oh, we're going to do $100 a week. It's like, oh, I was going to spend $8 on that, but I didn't. And now that $8 is over here. What else we got?
We got one?
No, I read your thing and then I was like, oh, we didn't do that, did we? We didn't talk about ourselves. Miss Ellie is asking, has anyone tried buying from 6 p.m.? I hadn't really paid any attention to 6 p.m. I just recently saw Breezy Resells talk about it on Instagram. I don't pay any attention to him either, but he's on my thing, so they're matched up. And that he buys things on 6 p.m. So I don't know.
I've never heard of it.
It's a shoe place, isn't it? I thought it was a shoe place. I've looked at it before, but it was for personal purchases. It wasn't like for any type of OA. And if you don't know, OA is online arbitrage. Oh, it looks like they do clothes, shoes, handbags, accessories.
Are they like a discount place?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
To me, it looks like an online TJ Maxx.
Huh.
I think there's opportunities everywhere to buy and sell things. You just kind of, it's just so hard to kind of build up that experience to know. And it's so hard, like, because you're investing so much more money than you are when you're buying at the thrift store.
Right. But there are Facebook groups that you can join that, will help you and guide you. Right? Aren't there?
Yeah, there are. I don't pay any attention to them.
I don't think I'm in any either. I don't know.
I'm in them, but they're not on my feed. I'm in a lot of groups that don't show up in my feed. Because I just, every now and then I'll check in, and see, what are they talking about? Okay. And then that's it.
Right. Because if somebody gives you something for retail arbitrage and then everybody's looking at it's going to tank. There's
no reason to even bother buying things like that if it's been posted in a group, you have like 2.5 seconds to like buy it and sell it before 40 other people do it too.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't talk about our sales. I gotta find something I sold. All of my sales were really small because I was running those auctions.
Yeah, mine too.
Trying to see if I have anything to talk about at all. I just got some $10 items that suck. The bad part is I have to ship all those $10 items today. I'm like mad at them.
Right.
I'm like, I don't want to ship you. Oh, here's one. Hang on. Oh, that's older. Oh, I have one to talk about. I was actually an Amazon one, but I got it at the thrift store. Let me bring it up. Oh, it was Crazy Pants. It was a DVD, I think DVD. I gotta find it real quick. What did you have, Tonya, other than?
Hang on, let me. Okay. I sold a book. Big surprise.
You sold a book. You sell books, girl.
This book here, Beyond Diet. I know some of you guys may have heard of it before. It's by Isabel de la Rios. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but her books, they do not have the barcodes, the ISBN, the barcode on the back, but they're always worth money. Even if they're not worth money on Amazon, you can move them on eBay. And I probably spent a couple dollars on this book, and I sold it for $39.99 on eBay last night. So always pick up her books.
That's awesome.
Love the books.
Okay, I gotta get it up here. Oh, this went to a children's center, Holy Cross Lutheran Children's Center in California. Holy smackaroons. I hope they enjoy it.
Is that a toy?
No. Let me share with you real quick. I paid $3.99 for this at Savers. It's a 3-pack DVD set of the Bible and Animation collection. And I sold it for $134. FBA. It was just sitting there forever. This is why you can't count on Keepa, because look, Keepa doesn't show anything. I sold it. It was sold. But yeah, these are my crappy pictures too, I think. Because the other pictures weren't even for that DVD set.
Those pictures are good.
Yeah, they're okay. But what was there before wasn't even like, I don't even think it had a picture. Either that or it wasn't for the same set. I know the title was all messed up too. But you can see everybody kind of followed, well, not everybody. This guy followed suit with me on pricing because I was at $134, so he thought he was going to undercut me at $130. So, but yeah, that was my big sale. Like that was my highest sale of the, oh wait, sorry, I'm still sharing. Of the week, actually. I was pretty excited. Now that I see that it was going to a children's center, I'm even more excited.
Yeah, I like it when that happens.
Because you know when you're selling things and you're like, what? Then you get all nervous. You're like, I'm getting this back, But now I see that it actually went to like a business. I don't think, well, not a business. Well, I mean, churches are kind of a business, but not a business, like a professional location. Then I don't think it's coming back.
Right.
Stephanie's asking, how do you make your pictures look like that? Anything that I'm posting onto Amazon, because you have to have a clean white background, I just use PhotoFuse, FOTOFUZE, PhotoFuse. If you do because you can get a free account, but what I have found out is that if you do the free one, your quality of photos aren't as good.
Interesting.
But you can pay whatever you would like to pay for it's by donation. So I give them $2 a month. But you can like give them $1 and your photo quality is going to be better on the end result. because I noticed that with somebody, they were needing help with it, and they're like, my pictures didn't come out that great. And I was like, and I did it on mine, and I was like, well, mine turned out fine. And it was a total difference of quality from his starting photo. I took his starting photo, he had his starting photo, but he had a free account and I had the donation account, and it's like his quality of photo went down on the output. Then mine stayed the same.
I'll have to check it out again and make a donation.
Yeah. So, but yeah, PhotoFuse, or you can also, if you have a Bonanza account, Bonanza has a background burner as well that you can use. I have one of the most boring videos possible doing a comparison between Bonanza's background burner, PhotoFuse, and Clipping Magic. It was god awfully boring, but it's there. It was bad. Not everything you do is a success.
Oh, I doubt that.
But it's there. So it's like a side-by-side kind of comparison of them. All right, what else we got?
Well, we just got a question from Belinda. She asked, I know at the bins items are sold by the pound, so I totally get buying clothes there, but how do you come out on non-clothing items? What type of things could you profit from besides clothes? Shoes?
Mm-hmm. Shoes. I know they're glass items. They don't sell by the pound. The glass items, they sell by the quantity. So like ours used to be 8 glass items for $1.99. When I was grabbing, because I don't go to the bins, but the few times I've gone to the bins, I've gone twice, I think. Since at that particular time I was selling parts, all I would do is take the parts I wanted off of the machine, and I would take a picture of the model number. So that way I had the model number of what I was buying.
Yeah,
like,
that's smart.
And I would just leave the heavy part there. I would just take the pieces that I wanted. But yeah, I'm not a bins shopper, so.
I'm not either. We don't have them here in Houston. I
don't like it. I don't like digging through broken stuff. To me, it's like dumpster diving, but you're paying money for it.
Yeah, and I'm not a big crowd person. Like, I don't really like crowds a whole lot. Like, whenever I go to Goodwill, most of the time, the majority of the time, it's first thing at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's not nearly as crowded as if I would go at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I like to take my time when I'm looking at stuff, and I don't like to get overwhelmed. And if there's too much stuff, I feel overwhelmed. That's why I don't really pay any attention to like handbag section or like the luggage section, because it's always so full. And so my brain just like turns it off. It's just like, nope. And like I go look at something else.
Yes.
So I think that's why I don't like it, just because I like things to be more, okay, I'm looking at this section, I'm looking at this section. The way I process things is not
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I mean, I still want to try it someday, just to at least, have the experience of.
You need to take a trip.
Yes,
take a
I
trip
do.
To Austin.
Yes.
Go to the bins. I'll go with you. I'll suck it up. I will suck it. I'll just. Let's go, Tonya. Let's go to the bins.
Grab your gloves. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I got cut at the bins. The first time I went there, I got cut on a piece of broken glass.
That's crazy.
They put all kinds of stuff in there. I've seen.
They should not put glass in there.
I've seen saws in there. Like,
oh goodness.
And then the last time I went, there was just like a baby sitting in the middle of the bins eating Cheetos.
What? A real baby?
A real baby. Like somebody's just like,
gosh.
sit there, baby. I'm gonna look at this stuff, and I'm just like, there's like broken things in there and gross wet things in there. Like
so
I don't know.
Wrong.
I don't know why things get so wet, but like there's wet stuff, and like. This is gross.
Probably glass stuff they put in there that breaks. Maybe perfume that spills out, or
it's. Thelma says she's gonna take Austin road trip. You and Thelma need a carpool down here.
Yay.
I want to meet Thelma so bad.
She's really sweet. I've met her in person.
Lucky duck.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I think that's it. Is that all the questions before we close out for the day? It's already a little after 1.
Yeah, I think so.
Jenny said, so you got Deb to go to a yard sale and now the bed. Oh,
That's right.
Yeah, Tonya made me go to garage sale. So I went garage selling.
But you had a really good morning, didn't you?
I did, but I hated the whole thing.
You
I was not excited about like, yay, look at what I found. Garage selling's awesome. Even though I found awesome things, I didn't like it.
I love it.
I don't like it. So. All right. Well, you have any other things that you want to talk about before we head on out?
I do. I reached 3K subscribers on YouTube over the weekend. Yay! So I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm going to be doing a giveaway this week, so be looking for that.
Nobody needs to enter. I already won. So. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to talk about, but I don't think that there is.
We need to get those sales update videos out.
I know. I need to do November and December really badly because they're gonna fall off. Like before I even get to them, it's gonna be like a super long. I'm just gonna do the whole month, so it's gonna be like a 2-hour live show because I'm just gonna do the whole month if my computer will do it. So all right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us today and listening to us ramble on. We will see you guys next Tuesday right here at noon Central Standard Time. Everybody have a really fantastic week. Bye.
Bye.